Welcome, everyone. Today, we are joined by someone whose story is not just about surviving life storms, but about rising above them again and again. Her journey is a powerful example of self belief, unwavering faith in the Almighty, and the incredible strength drawn from family and community. Thank you so much, Kainat ji, for joining us in the studios.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's truly a privilege to share my journey. It is actually a journey shaped by challenges and also by the blessings of my faith, support, and the belief that no matter how dark it gets, I have still the strength from within to go ahead.
Let me begin by asking, you had a vibrant career and you were enjoying life to the fullest at one point, if I'm not wrong. What went wrong thereafter?
Yeah, actually, I was working as an air hostess with Air India. That was way back in, you can say, 1988. And the job that was absolutely loved, full of life, adventure, excitement, and possibilities, roaming around the whole world, shopping, and everything that was least expected by a girl of that age. But during childbirth, things took a very terrifying turn, and I had very major complications throughout my pregnancy. And then, when I had my delivery, I went into a surgery that lasted for more than 6 to 8 hours. And later, after that, it was like 72 hours in the ICU with absolutely no hope of coming back. The doctors had absolutely no hope. But again,
Okay, so as I can understand, that must have been a frightening time for your family as well.
absolutely, absolutely. My entire family, both the sides, my parents, my sisters, my in laws, everybody, my husband, everybody stood like a rock, praying non-stop for 72 hours. The first 72 hours was terrible, absolutely terrible, with, absolutely nobody knowing what was going to happen. Nobody knew what would strike them. But somewhere deep down, I guess in that state also, in my subconscious, something was there which was trying to pull me out of it, in spite of people not having faith, nothing. But my faith with myself and my Almighty, my God, that gave me that inner strength that I just refused to give up. And I knew I would come out.
Right. And soon after that, you left your career and you had to travel abroad. I mean, you kind of relocated rather.
Yeah, actually, it gave some time after my son was born, which was like a blessing for us. And it took me some time. It took me about 3, 4 years to come to that decision, because my husband moved to Riyadh for better prospects. And then it was like a split family. Neither was my son getting enough of his mother nor of his father. So then ultimately I took that decision. And I think that was one of the best decisions of my life, that I shifted to Riyadh. And again, life was very happy, full of everything that one could have asked for. Everything.
So, living a life, you came out, you had almost a near death experience, and then you came back and you were enjoying life to the hilt. But challenges had yet to come.
Yeah, I guess there were few more ups and downs and challenges that God had written in my fate and my destiny. I don't know what was it. But unfortunately, after about 6, 7 years in Riyadh, we had every year we used to come down for a vacation. And on such one vacation that we had come down, I had gone to my parents' place in Jaipur, and my husband suffered a very massive heart attack. And within 3 days, I mean, he was in the ICU, and within 3 days, my entire life was turned upside down and everything came down. So again, I was left with nothing in my hands, and I was down in the dumps again.
Right. And we understand that you also had to start over professionally.
Yeah, correct. Because after that, after almost for a year, I just didn't know how my life would go and how I would shape my future, my son. I had no job, no direction. But somewhere deep down, I started getting that feeling that I had risen up once. So it was not something that was, a challenge that could not be faced. And I had to rebuild myself. So with the help of my family, again, it was family support, which came in very, very, very handy at that time. And my inner strength, and my belief in God. I again started moving around and started knowing things. And I felt deep down that, I had something more to do. I mean, that pain was something that I could bear.
Right. And I do believe that for a lot of our listeners who are listening to you right now, your story is it's an inspiration to them. I understand that you remarried after almost a decade. Please tell our listeners, how did that come about?
Yeah, like what you said is right. We women think that we are weak, but I don't think we are weak at all. We have some inner strength. God has given us
Absolutely.
some inner strength, and it comes out in some way or the other in our life. Yes, I did get remarried again, and that was after about 8-9 years, which was a very major decision in my life because my son had also grown up. He was almost 18. He was only 9 when he lost his father. So it was a major decision for him, as well as for me, as well as for my family. But again, I would say, that my entire family, both sides, my in-laws as well as my parents, everybody stood by me again for the second time. And they said, no, whatever is good for you, good for your future, good for your son, should be done. And nowhere is it written, that once you are left alone, you cannot move on with life. So again, I shifted. We got married and I shifted to Lucknow. That's how I came to Lucknow.
Right.
And
Listeners, we are speaking with Kainat Mansoor here, and I do hope that for a lot of us, her story will serve as a very big inspiration, because what I'm about to tell you is really going to be a shocking thing for all of you. Kainat, I understand that just when life was going all smooth and you were happy with wherever you were placed, cancer came along.
yeah, that was one big jolt, that hit everybody. We were absolutely fine. Son was getting settled. We had got settled in our life. Everything was fine, 10 years post my second marriage. I was working at a college and everything was going absolutely like as planned, or whatever you can say. It was like happiness everywhere around me and everything. And then this happened. One fine day I was hit by cancer. But again, I knew that I had to fight it. I had my faith, which was again very strong, and my will to fight. But again, over here, I would say, a lot of factors play a very major role when you have to fight such a major disease or fight any kind of a situation in your life. Your inner belief, the first thing, your faith in God, and your family support. It's very, very important.
So, how are you doing now?
I'm fine. I'm much better. It's been 3 years now. I go in for my chemos every 21 to 25 days. My chemo sessions are going on. And I'm absolutely fine otherwise. But as everybody knows, chemo has its side effects. So there are good days and bad days.
Right.
But I guess good days are more.
We do hope that the good days for you continue throughout, and you lead a very happy life. From here on, you don't have to face any hurdles and any tribulations. What are some inspiring things that you would like to say to our listeners?
I would just say one thing, like life is too short. People say life is too long, but I think life is too short to hold grudges, to sit and cry. It doesn't solve the problem. Crying does not solve the problem. Sympathy doesn't solve the problem. People will sympathize with you for a day, for 2 days, for 3 days, not after that. So you need to build yourself in such a way, you need to strengthen yourself in such a way that you can fight every single problem that comes in front of you. Every single problem. So you need to build yourself, your self-esteem, your self-belief, your faith in God, everything, your relationships around you, everything. You need to strengthen yourself.
Thank you so much, Kainat Mansoor, for joining us in the studios and sharing the story of your life, your trials, your tribulations with our listeners. We do hope that you have drawn a lot of faith and strength from what our guest today in the studios shared with you. And we do hope, Kainat, that you will have a beautiful life ahead of you now. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me share my story, and I hope it lights a spark somewhere in somebody's life as well, because that's what the whole thing is. Face any challenge that comes across, build yourself strong, and face every challenge that comes across. Thank you.
There's a hero if you have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth.